Where did you want to go from here, Melvin?
We were supposed to talk about the stigma of... We were supposed to talk about this last week, but we kind of strayed away from it. We were talking about community college.
Yeah, so Melvin and I are both in college. Me, I go to community college. He goes to a bigger university called Loyola.
Loyola University, something around 70% white.
Is it?
Yeah, something around 70% white.
Is the biggest minority Asian? Or is it black?
I think the biggest minority is Asian, because black is somewhere under 10%, and I think the Asian is like 13 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But still, it's like 70%. Loyola is like full of white girls. It's like 70% white, like 65% female. So it's like a great place for black guys. For black guys that love white girls, but which is not directly me. I love white girls, but I love other girls.
You love light skin.
I love light skinned girls too. It's called everybody gets some, you know. But yeah, we were talking about that, and basically we were just like, what is the stigma? Like, why is there such a negative connotation associated with the idea of community college?
Yeah, because I had it... Well, I didn't really exactly plan after the age of 18. You know, my only plan really was go to the Marines, and whatever the hell happens, I'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. And most of my people were like, yeah, I'm just going to go to community college down the street. And the teachers were like... And the teachers in my school, at least, were like, no, you have to go somewhere far, go somewhere big, somewhere great. Which, to this day, I could never understand.
I'm trying to understand it, bro, because my roommate / daughter, Emmy Jo bro, what's it called? So because she's going through her like college process right now, it's been really making me reevaluate everything. Like, for example, I'm transferring. Well, that was too much. Literally, financially, it's too much. And something else that I've discovered, I've discovered just through talking to people and just really thinking about it, and taking a bunch of sociology classes last semester. If you're not going into like a super competitive job market, where you get your degree from doesn't really matter all that much. You know what I mean? It's just like they just want you to have a degree.
Just some kind of proof that you went through the intellectual boot camp.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But unless you're trying to be like a lawyer or a doctor or something like that, then you know.
Then when you say Harvard Med
or Loyola, it's like, oh, you went to Loyola, okay, that's cool. But for a lot of careers, you know what I mean, having a degree is much more important than what you got, where you got your degree from. Yeah. So it made me realize, like, yeah, fuck this. But my mindset in high school was so irrational. It was like community college. And shout out to my girlfriend. We're cool now. When we were still together in high school, her aunt offered us a really comfortable like living conditions. She said she lives near White College, which is a community college in Chicago.
Could have been neighbors, bro.
Yeah, she said that we could live in we would turn the basement of her house into like our apartment, which it was a pretty big area. So I'm like, cool, why not? And we would go to Wright. You know, Wright's a community college, so tuition probably
I go to Wright College right now. I pay $1,000 a semester, and I take about 10 credits a semester.
Okay, exactly. See, and she said that we could go to Wright, and like in exchange for us living there, we wouldn't have to pay to live there. We just, when she was having her baby, after the baby was born, we just babysit. And in the moment, I'm just like, in high school, Melvin was just like, what the fuck? No, I'm not going to community college. Like, I still genuinely don't understand where the stigma is from. Even now, I can't tell you why I was so opposed to going to community college. I think it might be partly because I was constantly told by teachers in high school
that you have to go to some big fancy school.
You want to go to some big fancy school. You don't want to go to a community college. But for a lot of people, you know, community college is a great option because, you know, some people, you have plenty of people who do 40 scholarships. You have people like me who did like 10 scholarships. You know, scholarships is a numbers game. The more you do, the more likely you are to get them. Mm-hmm. So you'll do 40 scholarships, you might get 3, and those might be like $1,000 scholarships. You know what I mean? You're not getting those big ass fucking $10,000, $20,000 scholarships that easily, and it would have just been a much better option. Like I said, I can't even understand why I thought it was such a bad idea.
Because there's this idea that dumb people go to community college because they can't trust into bigger schools. At least that was one of the things. Everything good out there?
Yeah, bro. My bad. I'm just being nosy. Okay, but continue.
So, you know, there's always this idea like you have to go to a fancy school, but if you can't test in, well, then might as well go to a community college, which to me at least doesn't make sense because I tested into damn near anything I felt like. I just didn't have the money to go.
And that's a big deal, you know what I mean? Like, there's a constant, like, idea that, think about it, once you get out of college, if you go to the one, because I go to Loyola. Loyola's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't live on campus because I live close enough to campus where it doesn't matter. If you don't live on campus, tuition is still like $39,000. If you do live on campus, it's like $52,000
For a year?
for every $52,000 per academic year.
Dog, I paid $3,000 this last academic year, bro.
Exactly. So, but think about that. So it's like after you get out, you got to pay a lot of that shit back.
Oh, absolutely. You know the government's
I mean?
going to get that money back.
Yeah,
bro.
you know what I mean. And usually the way they end up setting it up is you end up fucking just doing small payments. So basically you end up having to pay off this debt for literally the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's a tax, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like...
I mean, my dad is 41. He just got done paying his student loans completely, and he went to Northeastern, which isn't exactly $100,000 a year. I think
Northeastern of Boston?
No, Northeastern by Loyola. No, what's up? Is it?
So about Northeastern in the city?
Yeah.
Northeastern in the city is like $8,000 a year.
Yeah, I don't know how much it was back then.
It was probably even cheaper back then. I mean, currently it's like $8,000 a year, and if you get if you're eligible for FAFSA, then FAFSA pays for it all. So there are no student loans.
Yeah,
well, I mean, there are student loans because of FAFSA. Because FAFSA have loans
plus interest, so you paid a couple $100 a month. So it was like, you know, whatever. I just want the cheapest option.
Yeah.
So he took him like fucking 15, 17 years to actually pay off his shit, which I don't understand why people do.
But think about it. He went to Northeastern, which currently Northeastern's tuition is like $9,000 per academic year.
I thought it was like 11, though.
Like, it's a small amount compared to most schools.
Yeah, like Northwestern is like 50,000.
But Northwestern doesn't count. But Northwestern is considered the Harvard of the Midwest.
I thought that was University of Chicago.
Nah, I think Northwestern is a way better school than the University of Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Northeastern tuition is $45,000 without financial aid.
Northeastern, that's you're looking up the wrong Northeastern. That's the Northeastern in Boston. That's the really good school that has like a 25% acceptance rate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Pay an annual total price of $30,000 for Northeastern.
I never saw nobody pay $30,000.
I didn't even know that. It was $30,000.
I don't think it's nowhere near $30,000. I know people that go there now who don't pay nowhere near that.
$8,000 for tuition.
$8,000.
Okay.
So yeah, if you have $8,000 and yeah, so you're not gonna be paying that off your whole life. But if you go to one of these big ass institutions like Loyola, and stay on campus, you know, and you're paying, and they're getting $52,000 at.
And that's not even books, too, bro.
Oh man, let's not fucking talk about fucking fees, bro. What fucking fees are the dumbest fucking thing
Books,
ever.
lab fees, what is it?
Bro, they like, I don't get why. They literally charge you for everything in college. Literally everything. And it's okay. Like, at a Northeastern, okay, $300 for books per semester, whatever. But at Loyola...
that sounds like one book. What are you talking
No,
about?
I mean, depending on what type of class you're taking. You know, if you take lots of English classes, you know, those books are like $10.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, the math and science
classes.
classes.
Yeah, the big textbooks, hardcover, it has to be for whatever reason.
Yeah, and then you always get the access codes that are like $80 per code.
That you don't use over the semester.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like, that's different. But when a school like Loyola, where if you go, that's like $50,000 a year, why do I have to pay for books? Like, why? And you know how many wealthy investors that there are constantly giving money to Loyola? Like, there's a lot. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I personally wish for myself that I would have gone to community colleges before I went to a large university.
I tell everybody to go to community college because right now, as of this second, I have $1,000 of debt, which is just from this semester.
$1,000. That's it.
Which I honestly could pay like right now this second, but I choose not to.
Exactly.
Because I always wait till the end of the semester.
Which is fine. You have until
just in case.
Exactly.
Just in case I need that money for emergencies. But yeah, I tell people all the time, just go to community college. And one of my professors explained it very well to me. You can go to community college, get an associate's, transfer to a four-year university instead of paying full tuition
to get the same education at a.
You just go for that third and fourth year or fifth year, however long it takes you, and you're up.
Yeah.
And your degree says university up.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless of how long you went there.
Exactly.
If you transferred in second semester, senior year.
Even if you transferred all your credits from some school in Iowa, some made up school in Nairobi. You know what I mean?
Some made up school.
Where you're the dean and the dean's what is it?
Assistant.
Where you're the dean and the dean's arch enemy. I was just referencing American Dad there.
Like that one thing, that one movie, Accepted.
Yeah, exactly.
Harmon Institute of Technology.
Yeah, I was just what I was referencing, it's the episode where Francine gets fed up with Robin because she realizes he doesn't really do anything. He does shortcuts and everything, and he was just like, I just got my degree in archaeology. How come you know it was there? He was just like, what's it called? He was like, you transferred your credits from an imaginary school that you're the dean of, and his arch enemy. What is it? It's like school prankster Mahmoud Thick Booty or something. Just stupid shit like that. And it's just like, yeah.
Alright, so can we just agree to tell all the young people at least consider community college?
So this is what I'm gonna say. If you keep your shit together, unlike I did in high school, and you do a bunch of scholarships, you get enough scholarships where your
it's a full ride.
Or it's at least near a full ride, where it's like maybe you got paid maybe $5,000 max per year. Go ahead. You know what I mean? But
I don't even condone that, but go ahead.
But that's me personally. But if you don't really know where, like, if you kind of fuck up like I did and not really do a whole lot of scholarships and not really get a whole lot of money, so you kind of depend on the scholarship from the school that they gave you, your financial aid were from the school and like FAFSA, I definitely suggest going to a 2-year facility. An institution and then transferring to so larger institution just later on. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's much easier to pay off $50,000 in debt than it is to pay $100,000 off of debt.
Or, be like me. I knew right away I was not going to go into some fancy university. I could have tested, or I did test to just about anywhere, but this thing called money, I didn't have it. So right now, community college, that's pretty much been the whole thing. And as of right now, a lot of college kids are living in poverty. Me, not so much. If I want something, I go get it. I go on vacation when I feel like it.
Yeah, not everybody's as privileged as I usually.
I just made the right move and just worked my ass off. And that's literally it.
Once again, a common misconception: the military in any form, whether you go to Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, they do not always. They do not pay for all of your college.
There's no guarantee. That's how my recruiter put it.
Depending on the institution, basically, it's like if the institution is too expensive, you can get a decent little chunk from the military institution that you're a part of. But the promise that going to the military will pay for college is an imaginary thing.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
You know what I mean?
It's not always, but you
in most cases, if you want to go to a good school, but you say I also want to be a Marine. Well, the Marines aren't going to pay for that good, expensive school that you're going to, or at least all of it. They'll give you a little bit, which everything helps, but still, they won't pay. The idea that they're going to pay for all of it won't happen.
And the way my uncle put it was also great. When you're away and you're fucking at war, or you're in Iraq or whatever the fuck, there's no college over there that you can go to, bro. Yeah. Like, you have to wait 4, 6, 8 years sometimes to actually come back, and you're 26. Going to school with 18-year-olds again. Yeah,
what was it? Funny little, not necessarily funny, but an interesting little story. I was in, when my freshman year at Loyola, I was in the football club, which was a team, obviously. Yeah, it was like, but we actually played against other schools, like other football clubs.
Okay.
Like we went to Flint and played against Flint, Michigan.
Junior football.
Yeah, but it wasn't like no NCAA type shit. Like there wasn't no cameras there, you know what I mean? And
we're gonna get together and play football.
Yeah. Our team's gonna face your team, or you know what I mean? And it's just like whoever wins wins. And then there's like a little tournament league and all that stuff like that if you do good enough. But that's not the point. One of the dudes on the team was telling me that there's a class at Loyola you have to take called UNIV. It's kind of like the class that helps you get into the flow of college. Like you work on time management and you do like little projects. I think a lot of 4-year schools have a class like that for freshmen that you usually have to take. And he was telling me about a guy that was in UNIV that was 25 and he had done 2 bouts in Iraq or something like that. Like he was like a seasoned vet, and it's like one of those things where it's like he was sitting in Univ, fucking talking about like you need to make sure. Sitting there talking about you need to make sure you have a planner and write everything down in your planner. It's like this dude's probably killed people. And it's like you're telling him like you need to make sure you write down things in his planner. It's like
That's funny. I mean, obviously, I'm not shit talking the military. If you
Me neither. I wanted to be in the Marines, but
I also did.
But as an impulse thing, when I was 19, I got this tattoo,
and you got it on the bottom of your arm.
And yeah, now the Marines has a rule where it can't be if it's an inch below the elbow, you basically have to get it removed if you want to be a Marine.
Or you have to do hella paperwork.
Yeah,
sometimes the paperwork doesn't even go through.
Yeah.
And then
I did paperwork and my shit came back bad.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like no, we're not shitting on nobody wants to join the military.
But if you're doing it as a means for school, there's just better, in my opinion, options to go to.
There are better options. It's a decent option because, like I said, if you go to a small enough school, they might pay for all of it. But if you're really trying to go to a good school, that's a big good school that's expensive, there's not much they're gonna do for you.
Yeah. So point being, go to community college if you don't got $50,000 to spend.
If you feel if finances are always gonna be a concern, then start off with community college. Start off with a school where like Angel, at the end of the semester you owe $1,000 instead of owing $10,000 at the end of each semester. Before compound interest kicks in.
Dude, that gives me anxiety how much, like, when people tell me, like, I'm like $8,000 in debt, I'm like, oh my god, like, how do you sleep? Like, do they take a hand if you don't pay or some shit?
No, I mean, what does it do if you really don't pay? It kind of like fucks up your credit.
They garnish your wages. Yeah. The government's gonna get that money.
Yeah, they're gonna get it somehow. They gonna pull that shit out of your ass some way possible.
And then from what I hear, from what other people have
word of mouth.
Yeah. If you privatize your loan, if you get it from a small private company, big private company,
that's not a good idea at all.
Terrible idea, first off. Second off, if you don't pay, regardless of what it is, not only school loans, they can sue you in small claims court and get the judge to essentially force you to pay money.
Yeah, exactly. They'll probably pay more because of the lawsuit.
Or go to prison.
Oh, I didn't know you go to jail.
That's the fucked up part.
Damn, I didn't. That was a part of it.
And then you lose your job, and it's just.
And then then next thing you know, you're fucking working in the prison laundromat for 6 cents an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, prison wages suck too. That's
I mean, I guess we kind of got it off.
Yeah, we did, which is good. We really thoroughly got to that conversation.
As long as people understand, big fucking university is not the only way to get an education.
Yeah, definitely not. There's plenty of ways to get an education, and I'm going to continue to reiterate. Just as much I reiterate invest your fucking money. I'm going to reiterate that for a lot of careers,
a degree is better than the best degree.
Yeah, a degree is better than the fact that you have a degree is better than the institution you got your degree from. Boom. We got to get boom. And I mean that's the major news we have. I mean, not major news, but major topics we have. I mean, of course we could.